Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about 3 digestive tips you didn't know about. So the first thing I want to go over is your digestive system is everything. The way that your digestion functions, if you are experiencing bloating, if you're experiencing constipation, if you are experiencing diarrhea, if you have stomach pain after you eat, there is something clearly going on with your digestive health, and there's most likely some type of dysbiosis, which means that there's a gut imbalance between good bacteria and bad bacteria inside of your gut. Now, I have dealt with plenty of gut issues most of my life, especially when I was a marathon runner and I pretty much ate whatever I wanted because, hey, I ran marathons and I'm young and I work really hard, so I can eat whatever I want. But let me tell you, I had a very hard time going to the restroom, specifically number 2. I often was sick and I was anemic. Now, if you are someone that experiences lethargy and if you feel like you are constantly dealing with anemia, you might have a parasite that is really taking away from your nutrition. And so when there's a parasite, you're more likely to be anemic. So just think about that for a moment. Now, we all know that gut health is very important. It is so important because it is literally your second brain. If your gut health is out of balance, you're most likely going to experience brain fog, mental fatigue. You might have emotional instability, and you might also have a hard time sleeping as well. You might be waking up in the middle of the night. That's going to refer to the bad bacteria wanting to be fed because you haven't fed them in X amount of hours. So you want to think of the bad bacteria as energy takers. They do not give. All they do is take up space, which is why you bloat, okay? So the bad bacteria are the pathogens. And again, they like to take up space. They're takers. They take from you, and they don't give anything in return. Whereas your good bacteria does give things in return. So they give you energy. They do conversions, and for your food, they turn food into fat, into sugar, into proteins. They're really there for you, and they also are your immunity. So if you have a good microbiome, which means that you have good bacteria inside of your gut, everything's flowing and going really well, then you're gonna have a better immune system. You're also gonna have balanced hormones, and you're most likely going to experience better cycles, especially, well, obviously, if you're a woman. So the first digestive tip that I want to get into that you don't know about is an Enema Kit. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this first. The first one, an Enema Kit is $40. It is literally a super inexpensive tool that can be used over and over again. And if you are someone that is already dealing with digestive issues, especially constipation, you're gonna need an Enema Kit. Get one of these. The reason why it's nice to have an Enema Kit is because it's going to cleanse out all of the shit that you have been holding on to, that have been stuck inside of your intestines. That poop is literally staying and stewing inside of your intestines. It's a very disturbing thing to even think about, but you want to think of it as just sitting inside of your intestines and literally just growing and creating more moisture in there. Again, feeding the bad bacteria. So if you are full of shit, you are not going to be a happy person. You're going to be upset. You're going to feel fogged. You're going to feel fatigued. You're going to feel irritable. You're going to feel angry. You're going to be annoyed easier. You're going to feel stressed out and overwhelmed, and you most likely won't feel sexy and happy and joyful. So the easiest way to kickstart your digestion and start getting rid of the bad bacteria, to get rid of the fungus and parasites, just do the enema. Just do it. I promise you will thank me later. The second tip that I have for you is to eat as if you have no money. And I know that might sound crazy, like, what? You want me to eat as if I don't have any money? Let's look at it this way. If you can only buy the essentials, and you don't have the extra money to buy the things that are not essential for your diet, such as cereals, chips, frozen foods, ice cream, cookies, packaged cookies, oats, grains, bread. If you didn't have all of the money to purchase these extra things and you only had $100 a week or $50 a week, you're going to buy the most nutrient-dense foods that are going to last you that amount of money. So this is a very simple way to begin to wean out the stuff that your bad bacteria is driving you to eat, which is all the packaged food, which has more sugar in it, which has more grains, which has more processed oils in it, hydrogenated oils. So all of the packaged processed foods, think of it as, 1, it's unnecessary. 2, it's feeding your bad bacteria. 3, it just causes not only more waste in your body, but it also causes more waste for the world, for the environment. So again, I want you to begin shopping as if you don't have any money to spend on the packaged items. So focus on whole foods, like getting vegetables, fruits. You can get butter is fine, and then also some type of fermented foods like yogurts or a raw dairy product. And then also anything that's a fermented vegetable like a kimchi or a sauerkraut. And then also you're going to want to make sure you're eating enough meat in your diet. Do not eat the fake meat. It will definitely ruin your gut microbiome and it'll ruin your brain as well. So make sure that you're eating enough meat, because that's what's going to help digestion, feed your muscles, and make you a stronger human being. So when we have a strong gut, we have a strong brain, and your brain is primarily made up of fat. So you need to make sure that you're eating enough fat in your diet. The third simple way to increase your digestion is just drink water. You want to make sure that you're drinking half of your body weight in ounces of water every single day. So if you're a larger person, guess what? You need to drink more water. Remember, the solution to pollution is dilution. So if we can drink more water, we're going to be able to get rid of the toxins that are inside of our body. The more water we have, the more we're able to sweat, the more peristalsis we will be able to create within the colon. So remember, when you're constipated, there's a lack of water inside of your colon. And so that colon's extracting as much water as it possibly can to push out the feces. If you're dehydrated, if you're a dehydrated person, if you know that you are not drinking half of your body weight in ounces of water every single day, you will be compacted and you will struggle going to the restroom. Another important thing is the quality of your water. Do not, because your life depends on it, do not drink water out of the tap, even if it's filtered out of a Brita. It is not filtered correctly and it will harm you. So please make sure that you are drinking a properly filtered water, specifically RO water, reverse osmosis, or better, a mineralized water such as spring water. So I hope that these 3 tips helped you today with your digestion. It's very simple. I'm not telling you to go get a probiotic that costs $50 a month. I'm not telling you to purchase different exotic mushrooms or drink matcha tea like everybody's seeing, or go on a juice cleanse. These are 3 simple and very cost-effective ways to increase your digestion. If you want or need any more information from me, just simply place them in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, like it, subscribe to my channel, and let's form a tribe, a community that's thriving, that's better in our spirit, in our body, so that we can continue to live the life that we desire. Much love to you. Blessings.